the intro, so why not?
Oh man, we back with another one.
Okay.
We back with another one, man. Riche Exchange Podcast. I'm here with Big Dirt.
It's your boy.
Welcome home.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I'm really excited about this episode, man. I got a long time fan of the podcast that's here. My boy Phil.
How we doing?
Also Antonio. We're about to get right into this, man. Again, like I said, I'm real excited. You know, shout out to the engineer, heck, for having us today. So we're gonna get right into it. But first, we're gonna introduce our guest, man.
How you doing? My name is Phil. Y'all might know me from the Angry Nick podcast, also 4th and 40 podcast, as well as the Bridge Burner podcast. I also got a page on the gram. You can follow me at the Angry Nick, and also, you know, my government name, Philip Casanovas. Of course, on the gram as well. I'm gonna be honest. I started a TikTok, but I don't really mess with it like that. So I don't.
Yeah, me too.
I don't remember.
Me too.
Because there's money on TikTok.
Yeah, and I heard it's better than Instagram.
There's money on
The old heads ain't really moving to the TikTok like as gracefully as we should be.
You know,
we creeping over there.
Yeah. You know what it is?
Tiptoeing.
Yeah. You know what it is? Every time we look at it, it's a bunch of dancing and all that, and we ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do the worm.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't really
We
with
for
all
the
of
we
that.
for the moment. I think TikTok is something you gotta plan and set up to do.
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
get ready to record, but we live in the moment.
Right.
Pretty much. And, you know, that's my boy, A Boogie, A with or without the hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Big BX, you know what I'm saying? Dominicano, pronto, como siempre.
Be Plátano in the building.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Eno
Yes,
Black.
sir. Yes, sir. So we gonna get into some sports, you know.
Yes, sir.
But I got a question from my guest. I was about to say my host. My guest. We gonna get into the Kendrick and Drake situation just for about 5 to 6 minutes, man. And the first question I want to ask before we even get into like the whole beef situation, how did you feel about the Super Bowl? Just the Super Bowl. How did you feel about the Super Bowl?
So, did you want to go first?
No, go ahead.
So first and foremost, this is a perfect question because if you don't know the day that we're recording, it's actually the 1 year anniversary of when they dropped Meet the Grand.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken. So that's
Maul and DJ Head actually DJ'd the pop out that he did before the Super Bowl. You know, Maul is like he's like a fucking Drake fanatic. They did a sit down for the 1 year, but go ahead.
All right, so first and foremost, before I answer the question, I want to say my personal feelings. Me and you, I know we talked about it on the gram.
we be talking. We be talking.
You know what I'm saying? I had to justify some things so that you understood where I was coming from.
Of course.
So first and foremost, it's not that I don't like Kendrick. Kendrick could rap. He's definitely probably as far as lyrics, he's probably the hottest rapper out right now. Although my personal opinion, I thought it was J. Cole until he backed out.
Right.
And
J. Cole's my personal favorite out of the three, too.
You know Cole, one of mine.
Yeah, he's my personal favorite.
Let me ask you a question before I answer the question. Y'all still mess with J. Cole? You still listen to him?
Of course.
See, I don't listen to him no more. I was super disappointed.
Temporarily, and he got to do something. Lately, he dropped a couple songs. They good. I'm not gonna take nothing away from that. But come on,
like for him backing out, personally, it don't really make me look at him any lesser. That's not something that anybody could do easily, like just back out of me or something. You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing and apologize.
But I know why he did it though. He's protecting his energy. Like that's why he did it.
Well,
no, but
I'm keeping it real.
He's way bigger than that. He's way bigger than that.
Some people. But see, you are real. I know. See,
rap is a sport.
Right. Look,
it's
two
a sport.
things could be true though. What you feel is you are a fan. Like you for it, and I get it. So two things could be true. But I just understand. Did I like it? Maybe not, because I would have rather seen
Cole and Kendrick go at it. But you gotta look at it.
That was the beef.
That's his real man's. You know how nasty shit it get if me and you start beefing and we going on the mic and going on Instagram.
The world would shut down.
It would
if
fucking
me and you start
break.
beefing, the world
Listen,
would shut down.
Yo, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he knew that.
Did Kendrick stop sending shots? Because he kept sending shots.
Even if he did, Cole's a bigger nigga for walking away. For me,
I think Kendrick did it. I think the way Kendrick did it was like you was messing with a dude that I was already throwing shots at, because them shots was really for Drake. They weren't for Kendrick. But when they did that song, when Drake was like, "Yo, we the biggest Super Bowl" or something like that.
Yeah,
Super Bowl,
first person shooter.
Right.
First
That's
person
when
shooter
Kendrick was
upon
like, "Oh, you fucking with him?"
I mean,
Now I'm get off
See,
your phone, bro.
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna-
send a shot at you. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna question the whole Cole thing. If you really listen to Cole, Cole's been sending shots for years. They've been sending
That's a
shots.
Fendi.
They've been sending
not even
shots at
lying.
each
listen,
other.
you can
And
put-
that's why I say two things could be true.
And here's the thing, right? Nas really didn't want beef, but Jay kept sending shots when his mom ended up passing. Once his mom passed, that's when Nas ethered him. And really, if you really remember, he sent the freestyle over the Rakim beat, the H to the
Queensbridge shit. Not the Queensbridge.
He
shit.
did make that too, but he
But
sent a
I know
freestyle first.
it was a freestyle. That
It was the
really
it was the original paid in full song by Rakim.
Exactly.
Listen,
And he
and
sent
that was
the freestyle.
fire. That
I
was
feel like-
fire. That was
And he murdered them
Yeah, he
all.
murdered that, yo.
on
What he said?
one song.
I feel
go
like
to Philly, murder beans, go to eat beans quick, fast. He said some crazy shit.
Yeah. That's
You remember that?
Of course I do. It's in my playlist.
Yeah, I
I
remember
still
that.
currently listen to it. And like me, I'm a fan. I grew up in the golden era of hip hop. So there's no way that somebody can send shots, you make a diss song, and you could take it back. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
In the streets,
you can put that
that's
energy
no
out
good.
there. You already let
That's
it be
no
known
good.
that that's how you feel.
Right.
Yo,
But let me say this real quick. Cole, for a long time, been saying
He's the best.
if any nigga come at me, I'm gonna shut you down. I'm gonna
So
do
tell me
this
about
and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But when it's your man's though, you gotta understand you a bigger person to walk away. Like that shit would have got real personal. Like he took him on tour. Like that was his real man's. Like for me to sit there and indulge in it long enough because we want it. Like you gotta look at it like Cole. If we respect who he is, like as an artist, like and we look at him and we love him because he's real, then we gotta respect that he walked away because he's like, I know this shit gonna get nasty.
But as a
And this
person,
my man.
it's not. But see, for him, it wasn't rap. It was as a
It
person.
wasn't rap.
All
right.
three- look,
this shit
all
gonna go
three of-
somewhere else.
All three of them, they came out in a class together, right? Drake showing love to both of them.
Facts.
And they
He
all
put
worked
Kendrick
together
on.
before. They all worked together.
Yeah.
J. Cole has worked with Kendrick. Kendrick has worked with Drake. They all work together. So at one point, somebody got to be on the top.
And they top three in the game.
Drake been doing work for years, and Drake
Cole is
has
clearly
been at the
three.
top putting the work. Now, if they all work together and Kendrick starts saying, "Nah, I'm the best," and he's shooting at both of them, and J. Cole comes out shooting at
That
him,
shit messy.
right? Once you shoot, you can't just pull back and go high. You can tuck in. You feel me? And once he shot. Kendrick didn't back down on any. Kendrick shot right back at him again after that.
He's a little nappy kid from Compton.
And guess what?
That's
I mean, at the end of the day, you took a shot, bro. You already laid out. You already laid out.
I'm just saying.
Yo.
Kendrick he's just like whatever.
Yo, it's with anybody.
Anybody.
You feel me? At the end of the day, like he said in the diss to Drake, it's a sport. We cool, according to him, but seriously,
Yeah.
Drake feels something
Drake
like
took
nah.
that shit
I don't think, me personally,
You
I don't
going to jail.
think Kendrick took it as personal as Drake did.
Nah, but I mean, I don't blame him though.
Yeah.
You got to think about it. Drake, to me personally, out of 03, he been putting in the work and he took them boys out. He put them on.
Of course.
Look at Drake. Look at Kendrick
course,
on his first
of course.
album. When Take Care, he put
I
him
used
very
to
alive.
bump Drake first album like crazy. Like that first album was crazy.
And did you? All right. How long it took you to notice that Kendrick was in the album? Think about it.
I mean, to be honest, I never really
You
was listening
realize
to Kendrick.
that's what I'm
You know what
saying.
I'm
You feel
saying?
me? But Drake took him out there, took him on tour, put him on his songs,
Yeah.
put him in another song, jumped on his songs, and he let it be known. You know what? Nah, I'm better. That's cool. But Drake feels like you can't act like we got problems and act like we cool, and I respect that. And I also respect Kendrick for saying we could be cool. This is sports, baby.
Right.
Nah, but it ain't
Kendrick-
sports when you talking about I'm a pedophile.
But
that
you
shit
see,
is
but
out
that's
the
the thing.
window.
No,
That's rap
That
beef.
shit is out the window.
That's rap.
Let's
That's
have
rap.
a couple facts. Drake started that.
I'm not saying he didn't, but if we saying it's a sport and it's for fun, and I rap battle you and we gonna see who bars is better.
No.
Taking it personal.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Drake did start the beef. I'm talking about he started the personal shit. Remember, Kendrick came with the don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell no truths about you. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so when he came out with that shit talking about day free, yo, got a kid with your your baby mother, yo, day free, your baby you had a kid with your baby mother.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So now you open the door for that. So now the gloves is off. The gloves is completely off.
I think personally, there's no rules written on where you can go, so anything goes.
bro.
And rap, you could go anywhere.
Cole did so much because you don't beef with
That
your
is
man.
true, I mean,
There's levels to this shit.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
until Cole makes I Disappointed Nas Part 2, I don't want to hear nothing.
All right.
He's done.
Wait, say that again?
Until he makes I Disappointed Nas Part 2, I don't want to hear nothing. Because Nas would have never backed down.
I feel like his valid card is being revoked temporarily because J. Cole's real.
And like I said, to me, he would have won the beef. I think for sure he raps better than
Cole would have smoked them niggas under
I
the
believe that
mattress.
too.
But unfortunately, when you back
Cole's my
out,
favorite out of the
You
three.
know how many niggas Jay didn't answer? Do you know how many niggas over the years Jay-Z did not answer?
well, he
Like,
did.
Jay-Z
He did.
answered a couple
He gave him a
niggas.
half a ball.
Niggas, but it was,
He gave him a half a
guys,
ball.
a lot of
Look at his-
niggas who got. I'm never saying your name. Facts. And Cole should have kept it there. I'd respect him more if he didn't say nothing.
Yeah, you
like
know,
I
that's what
understand
I'm
him
saying.
making a track and apologizing.
Yes.
But if he would have never said nothing,
I would've
he was
read
on
that.
Jay's level. Jay ain't said
Yeah.
nothing to a lot of niggas.
You can't-
Bro, we
You
were
can't
all
put the
we were
energy
all
out there.
excited for Cole versus
see-
Kendrick. That's
look
what we.
That's what I
we-
wanted.
That's
Yo,
what we
look
wanted
at
to
this
see.
right
I
now.
knew Drake had no smoke for him.
Yo,
He's
Kendrick-
too emotional. He's like a female.
Yeah, we like, oh, J. Cole would have smoked him.
I'm
J.
keeping
Cole
it
would have
100.
smoked him.
I'm
right?
just proud that
keeping it 100.
he
J. Cole-
stepped
J.
up.
Cole
he
shot at him.
He did.
J. Cole shot at him, backed out, right? Now we over here like he could have smoked him. We will never know. You know why? He shows his piece, respectable.
Yeah.
One thing that we used to say is, oh, Drake got nothing on Kendrick. He stood up for himself, right?
No.
No, but I'm saying that's what the people say.
No.
They always felt like Drake was never gonna answer them.
No. The world thought that Kendrick was not really ready to get with Drake.
You feel
Nah, I don't think
I'm
so.
telling you, bro, the
Maybe
world
record sales wise,
Yo, everybody- no, record sales,
but
yeah.
I ain't
lyrically,
gonna cap. I support that. Like I ain't gonna front.
The world thought like Drake and Kendrick, it was like, nah.
After Drake killed
I-
Meek, we thought that nigga was Thanos.
Yo, listen.
Yo, you feel me?
Yo,
We thought that nigga was
I think you should get the people in the comments to let you know, because I think personally,
I think,
bro,
yeah, please put it in the
personally,
comments
I feel like the culture felt like
that Kendrick was gonna smoke
Drake-
him.
No,
Drake
the
would not even
real
stand up to him.
no. The Kent like the Drake. I'm stuttering. The Drake fans, like the fans
Yeah, I'm
that
part
really
of that,
go
alright?
crazy for him.
Hey, yo, fuck Kendrick.
They thought he was gonna smoke Kendrick.
Yeah, fact.
But
Yo,
the
be honest
real
with you.
hip hop heads knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest
Like
with
a
you.
nigga that just
I
do
was one of them.
push-ups in the park all day and don't
Yo,
do no
nah,
interviews.
come on, man.
You gotta watch out for that kid.
Yo, that sounds scary.
But look, we getting away from the question.
Yeah.
We got about 4 minutes left.
All right, fair enough. So the answer to the question was, I thought the halftime show was amazing. We knew he was gonna send shots at Drake.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He sent them. I felt like they were light shots. I don't think he went hard. And I liked the message that he was sending.
That was about to be my question, but you
was it
answered.
entertaining?
I thought it was entertaining.
Okay.
But I don't think the whole nation's gonna think it's entertaining. But I thought it was entertaining.
Let me ask you a question
Okay.
on that. Why did you think it was entertaining, and why did you?
Well,
why
first,
did you like the message?
First, I'm a big hip hop head, so for us to finally get our joint on the halftime show, to me, is amazing.
Phil,
you know
you
what I'm
mind
saying?
asking me, how old are you?
I'm 43.
Okay.
And let
Just
the
for
world,
viewers.
and let the
Just for the
world, and
viewers.
let the world know what your race is, because right now you on camera, they might think you white or
Nah.
Spanish. I don't know.
I'm,
so let them know what you are.
I'm Puerto Rican and half black.
Puerto Rock.
Got you. I knew that already. I just want you to say that. For the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah. I'm Puerto Rican and half black.
So go ahead, finish.
So basically, to me, I thought it was beautiful that we got our culture, our music at the Super Bowl. I thought
Man.
that was amazing.
Yeah.
The people who complain, I would say this: how many times we had to listen to the Who, YouTube, or one of those
Hot
groups
Chili Peppers.
that we don't listen to,
God
and we had to
damn,
deal with it.
that's a good point.
So
You know
I'm
what?
just saying, you could be mad that it was our turn this time.
Nah, I feel bad.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't care. Let them rotate it. Let it be Spanish music next year. Let it be some African
We
music.
had our time this year.
Yeah.
And
And
you had a great a fucking great point. That was a great point, bro.
That's offending.
That was a great point.
Yeah, you're not gonna please everybody every year. So why the fuck the one year that we picked for, do you know, the conscious people, everybody had an attitude, including me, because I was like,
I know
that
you
shit.
did. You were saying the people told you, it was whack.
Yo, my bitches told me it was whack.
I thought it was good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it brought energy.
How did you feel, Ant?
Nah, I thought it brought energy to the show. I think. I mean, he had Serena dancing. I thought it was good personally.
I think that you could critique things too. Like, did it have as much energy as the Snoop joint and with the Dr. Dre joint? I don't think so. And I prefer, to me, that one I enjoyed even more than this one. I like this one because he was the hottest rapper. That's something they never do. They won't put Nas during his era. They wouldn't put Jay during his era, unless it was Summer Jam, something like that. But not something that everyone in America is going to get.
You got to read the room. It was an 11-year-old kid there.
The choreography was amazing. It was a 10 out of 10. The choreography was amazing. 10 out of 10. He had nothing but black females. Like, it was just Compton. It was the weaves, the red hair. It was culture. And I loved it. I loved it.
And then I liked the message, and I don't know what message you got, but I liked the message he was saying that basically they don't never let us in anything. Now we here.
And I'm gonna give you my answer.
He's talking like Jay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you caught that message when he did that little freestyle with his homeboys and they were sitting on a light pole.
See, I don't remember it word for word because you know why.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember the freestyle at all. I'm just saying,
and
do you remember that part?
Yeah. I do remember the part, but just to speak real quick on Cali, New York. So I'm an old head. I go back.
Yeah, fuck Cali niggas.
I go back to East. I go back to
New York. Fuck them niggas.
I go back to the East Coast, West Coast thing. Me and Darren have talked about this on the side on several occasions. So first, my personal feeling is this. New York people always get killed in Cali. We're famous.
They don't like us.
Big U sets, and he's doing, you know what I'm saying? We already know what's going on over there. I don't like to speak on people's cases, so we'll say whatever. But people in general, they'll be like, yo, check in. You check in, them cats rob you. They kill you. Biggie died. Romeo from the Steve Harvey show died. Pop Smoke got murked.
I didn't even know he was dead.
Who? Romeo from the Steve Harvey show?
I didn't know he got killed over there.
He been there.
But I didn't know it was over there.
Because he was doing the show in Cali.
We gonna get with them niggas.
He's from Harlem, right? He's from Harlem.
I know he's from New York, but
he's from Harlem. He's from Harlem.
Harlem, LES or something like that.
Listen, stop going to Cali for your vacations. They ain't fucking.
You know what I'm saying? But then the opposite spectrum is they come to New York. We make sure they safe.
And they good.
We keep them out of stuff. They can do. We see all their videos of them filming on our blocks because we keep them safe there. You see the difference? We go over there wearing a blue shirt. They want to press us, bro. You know we not from here.
Listen,
we wearing Timbs. And we not wearing Chucks.
That New York energy be intimidating them.
They gonna check in.
They ain't come to Monroe.
They gonna check in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's how I look at it.
Monroe.
That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying. So, and I won't even go deeper than maybe another time when y'all actually speak on that. We'll get into that.
Yes,
but
sir.
Either way, to go back to the question, I love the message. I love that we were involved.
My question to you was, when he did that freestyle with 10 of his homeboys on a light pole, did you know what that message was?
I don't remember it off the top of the head. So if you
not the freestyle, just that scene.
I'll be honest with you. I don't remember.
10 of his homeboys that had died in Cali.
Okay.
They were like angels. So they were like rapping with him or like whatever they was doing the beat.
Yeah.
But those were 10 of his homeboys that died.
See, I didn't.
And that's why they was like that in white shirts on by the light pole.
Okay, so I didn't know that. I don't know 100% of Kendrick's history. Like I said, I stay away from the Cali stuff. I'm old head. I listen to New York. I feel like the reason we lost rap is because New York stopped supporting New York, and we started listening down south. That's why, like Ebro always says that 50 messed up hip hop. I think it started the day that Nas went crazy on Power 105, whatever it was.
Crazy on
it's after when they. I don't know if you remember back in the day they had the battle on Hot 97 where everybody was voting, and basically Nas won like 4 days in a row. So Jay conceded defeat. Nas wasn't messing with Hot 97 because they wouldn't let him hang Jay at
the joint.
Yeah,
right. And Nas got mad at that.
So he went on Power 105.
And went crazy.
And dissed everyone in New York.
But that's what makes New York though, because we fucking gritty. We grimy, nigga.
Yeah,
but you can't choose though. Like, I get his point. Like, Jay my favorite rapper. Nas his favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but I get his point though, you know. But you know, Jay gonna pay them people off, and yo, if you don't do this, we not fucking with you. You ain't getting no songs from us. So I get it.
No, but I think it started from there. Like him talking was all the division. Then Cam started this. And Cam, like if you ever see any of Cam's interviews, he was saying Nas is my favorite. It broke my heart that Nas,
and he did that.
That Nas dissed him.
He said that crazy shit about me.
You know what I'm saying? And then you know, so that was the beginning of everybody beefing with each other.
What he said? What Nas said about Cam?
He just said he said it to Cam. He said it to Nori.
Nah, but he said something specifically.
He said you gotta. He said I like you, but you gotta step your rhymes up.
Yeah. Right, you know Cam got offended by that.
Well,
right.
a lot of people.
That's kind of crazy coming from the fucking GOAT. But that should be like a compliment. I got my eyes on you, nigga. Step your shit up. Like,
even more crazy right after he beats Jay. So it's like after New York declared he beat Jay. As far as rapping, you can hear it in Jay's albums. Even in Defeat, you know, I made him make his best album.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like that's what I think the approach Drake should have took. You know, with that whole thing with Kendrick, like when Jay fell to defeat with Nas, he came back bigger and stronger.
Right.
And I just felt like Drake was just doing
I'm gonna keep it as Dizzy though.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. He just started doing weird stuff.
Yeah. But like what?
Identity crisis, just like I don't know, like
no cornrows,
puffs.
Look,
you ain't gonna attack a Drake in front of a Drake fan.
Nah,
yo, bro.
I'm a music fan. I think Drake, he got knocked. Kendrick hit him. But the truth is, what did he do? He's still popping right now.
I'm gonna tell you what he did. The culture is looking at him sideways.
We saw him.
And regardless of how much money you have, having the culture matters.
Facts.
That matters.
Facts. And he lost
that matters.
Not monetarily though.
All right, so let me I'm gonna ask you
can
something.
have all the money in the world.
So
see, but that's what we say. But money
lost
is
the
what
whole category.
So all right, so
no money.
Speaking for the real niggas, for the street niggas, he done lost.
Yo, so
Facts.
I'm gonna ask you a question. When was the last time you went and bumped one of Drake old songs? When was the last time?
All the time.
I listen to old Drake songs all the time.
We can't forget about the last
decade
that Drake been giving us.
But this is a what have you done for me lately?
He just dropped the album. I mean, baby
that
girl.
Shit was
let me see you do your.
I love that phrase. I use that all the time.
It got some songs. I mean, I want you to take a second, right? Listen to the album, right? And forget about that beef, because at the end of the day, it's doing numbers, bro. It's doing numbers.
That's what everybody.
So we gonna
listen. We
gonna give it here.
Listen. The numbers is cool.
All right. So
now the reason why Drake is gonna always have numbers, he could drop poopity scoop doodle doodle doop doop. Boop, boop.
Pain. Oh, that was fire.
He ain't on that Kanye wave.
That's going to my notes.
I mean,
he's still gonna sell.
I'm gonna keep it like this.
So look, listen, Ant. Drake is always gonna sell for the work he put in. Okay. He put the work in a long time ago, so he's always gonna sell for the work that he put in. Now that album that he just dropped, see, like me and all the hip hop heads, when he lost the battle, niggas wanted to see him rap again. Everybody wanted to see him rap again.
Yeah.
Nobody want to hear what's that song that just came out?
Who's calling my phone? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling my phone?
But that shit is a joint though. That shit is a joint.
I hate that song.
Stacy,
are you playing that in your car with Antonio?
He makes me.
Yo.
But what I'm saying is, are you putting it on?
Oh, of course not. If I'm I listen to old. I don't listen to it by I don't listen to it by myself.
This is my point.
Bro, you can say I quote it, but I don't listen to it by myself.
If you drunk in the club and it come on and you got a bad bitch in front of you,
I can't wait. I want to go out with you. I can't wait till no come on when I'm next to this bitch. I'm gonna hit the phone like this.
I want you to remember this. Next time you're in a car, right?
You better play the wall when it goes.
And you want the mood to go up 0.5 up on the energy?
It's for females though.
I mean, to keep
Thank you. And that's the thing that you was dancing around it, but you didn't say it. The reason Drake is always gonna sell because his music is for the broads.
I mean,
straight like that.
And he put the work in the
and broads are the ones that cop.
All right, so I just want to give a shout out to our fucking guest. Shout out to Phil for coming through. He's very informative. We gonna have you on more often, yo. You might have to give this nigga a job. Yo, shout out to Antonio. Shout out to the Rich Shane Podcast. Yo, everybody's tags gonna be in the comments. Make sure y'all like, follow, repost, subscribe. Fucking subscribe. What the fuck?
Yeah.
At Riche
I got 1,000 views and 10 likes. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
At Riche Change Podcast
Yo,
on the
what's your
gram.
boy?
At
Big
Rich
Dirt.
Roy _82 on Instagram.
Thank you.
Top McCall on Instagram.
On the fucking gram.
And
The
It's
Grizzly?
your boy, King Rich.
y'all niggas
And we
can
outta
shout out
here.
y'all. Y'all niggas can shout out y'all.
I'm gonna be honest. I smoke way too much to remember it, but we definitely gonna throw it in the comments. I'm sure A knows his. No, that's a
A.
negative.
It's your boy A.
Yeah, it's a boy shit like that.
That's it.
Throw them beats.
But shout out to the Rich Exchange Podcast. Appreciate your honor, courage, and commitment. Y'all phenomenal. Hopefully, I'm on the next joint.
Let's go.
For sure.
Yo, we getting Phil a job. Yo, look at my nigga DJ
We good?
You late.
Monster on the beat.